himself from the Russian investigation, but it would appear he has no control at all of the premier law enforcement agency in the world, the FBI. Joining us right now is Ohio Congressman and Vice Chairman of the House Freedom Caucus, Jim Jordan, joins us from Statuary Hall. Jim, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
You have called for him to consider stepping down before, but this time there's so much leaking going on somewhere in the Department of Justice or at the FBI, it looks like he's lost control.
Well, yeah, I mean, this whole story last week in the New York Times, 4 unnamed sources saying that a 28-year-old shooting his mouth off in a bar was the catalyst for the Russian investigation. This is just too convenient, I think, largely to draw attention away from what we believe was the focus of this investigation and what launched it, and that, of course, is the dossier. This is, as I said to someone before, this is kind of like pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Pay no attention to all this focus on the dossier we've had for a year now. It's really something else. I just don't buy it. So the leaks continue. The document request, just this week they're saying, oh, we're now going to start giving you the documents. Well, that's a good step, but where's that been for the last 6 months? And, of course, we called on a special counsel 7 months ago, and to date, no one, it hasn't been named. So all these things start to build up, not to mention the fundamental fact, why won't you answer our questions when you come in front of the committee?
Right.
One of the central questions I ask him is, did the FBI pay Christopher Steele? Were the taxpayers paying Christopher Steele, reimbursing Christopher Steele, at the same time the Democrat National Committee and the Clinton campaign were paying him for this dossier? That's a fundamental question, and he would not answer that in the committee hearing we had a few weeks ago.
You know, Congressman, it is extraordinary, though, to think that you've got Donald Trump as the President of the United States. His own Department of Justice has been stonewalling Congress, who simply are trying to get to the bottom of the same thing he wants to get to the bottom of.
No, a great question, Steve. This is no different than the treatment we got from Holder and Lynch when they ran the Justice Department. We tried to get all kinds of information, fast and furious, all these other issues. They wouldn't provide witnesses, wouldn't give us information.
Well, then who's running the show over there?
Well, that's the scary part. That is the scary part.